I know what you're thinking. This title has to be clickbait. You're just trying to generate a fancy title to gain views for this video. No, no, I'm not. I have legitimately had two situations in the last 90 days where, let's say 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, had I not went to the hospital when I went, no, let me rephrase it. Had my wife not made me go to the hospital when she made me go, it's a strong possibility I would have died. Strong possibility. Obviously, everybody here should know about when I went to the hospital. And if you're new to the channel, then I'll get into it. Before I do, make sure you like, subscribe. You know what I mean? Share the video. If you feel like you can, if you must. But what happened was back in November. It's actually 4 months, but whatever. Back in November, I had a situation where I wasn't feeling well and went to patient first, and patient first immediately told me that I needed to go to the emergency room. They told me they couldn't put me in an ambulance, but that I needed to go to the emergency room because my creatine levels was like 4.8 or something like that. And my kidneys were failing. I had fluid in my lungs. I was having a hard time breathing. It was just a lot of things going on with my body that needed to be attended to very urgently. And when I went to the hospital, I went up to Riverside, and they immediately admitted me and kept me for a week, 6.5 days. And that's when I found out I had FSG, which is, you can Google it. It's a big word that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. But my mother has it. So I guess it's hereditary. I don't know. I don't know how much it deals with what you eat. I'm sure it has a role, though, as most sicknesses these days. But anyways, I found out I had FSG. My blood pressure was through the roof. I mean, it was ridiculous. My blood pressure was, it skyrocketed. You know what I mean? And they kept me in the hospital for a week. You know what I mean? Put me on 4 different types of blood pressure medications. And yeah, so it was just, it was bad, So obviously after that, that's when I got serious about my health and, attempted to start losing weight, being healthier, and things to that nature. And that lasted until about December. I started fasting, eating plant-based, and I had lost like 70 pounds. My total weight was like 444, and I got all the way down to like 374. And that was, like I said, that was about in the middle of December. And I don't know what happened, man. I guess I just relapsed. I got comfortable. I, had a quote-unquote celebration meal for losing all the weight that I had lost. And slowly but surely, over the course of January and February, the weight came back. Now, all of it didn't come back. I'm not in the 400s. I'm not 444, 430, nothing. If I was to guess right now, I think I'm probably about 396. So I'm close, but I'm not 400. But I've gained enough back to know I've pretty much gained back like 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Which, when you're as big as I am, those numbers don't seem as crazy because it's just like, lost 70, gained back 20. And I guess I kind of been fluctuating back and forth with the 20, but 20 pounds up and down. And I think what that caused was my heart. It's a lot of strain on my heart. This is me just my hypothesis as to why I ended up in the hospital 2-3 weeks ago. What happened was my heart rate went up to about 173, and it would not drop below 170. For those who don't know, as I was educated on, the normal heart rate is about 70 to 100, I want to say, and 100 is kind of high. Mine was 170, you know what I mean? And this time, I was actually about to get on the truck. I was actually about to get on the truck and drive to Kentucky, and my wife was like, yo, nah, B. Fuck that truck, fuck this job. We need to go right now. And we went to Patient First, same place. And this time, when I went in Patient First, they called the ambulance. Like, they didn't send me, no, they called 911 and rushed me to the hospital. And put some type of, basically, one thing led to another. What they ended up having to do was hook me up to a defibrillator and all this extra stuff in case, the worst, But they had to put some type of medicine. I can't think of the name of it. You would think I remember this type of medicine, but it slowed my heart rate from like 170 down to like 80 within a matter of like seconds. It was the craziest feeling I've ever had in my life. Like, my body just felt like it, like, almost like was powering down. You turn the game on, that's what it felt like, you know what I mean? And, it dropped dramatically. Like, it was crazy. It was a interesting experience, but it got it down, and, they sent me home like an hour later, you know what I mean? And they couldn't really tell me why it happened. I've talked to different people. They said that's happened to them before. But basically, what I theorized, along with my man D-Rods, what we theorized was because my weight had been fluctuating up and down, from the 370s to the 390s. It's probably bad on my heart, like weight coming on, leaving, coming on, leaving. That's what we thought. We may be both may be wrong. I haven't gone back to the follow-up doctor's appointment as of yet, but I will be soon. I got a DOT physical coming up as well, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, I've had two scary instances, man, and it's just, maybe that's just what I needed to really, because in a sense I had fell off with my eating healthy. I mean, like, it wasn't like, I don't feel like I fell all the way off, because I'm not back up to 444 pounds or heavier, but I was definitely slipping. My water fast ended on December the 16th, and since then I really haven't had a consistent anything longer than 2 or 3 days of water fasting. I don't know why I can't get back on that horse. I've just been struggling with it. You know what I mean? And I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's just the truth. So I'm looking at other ways. You know what I mean? I'm thinking plant-based maybe. I've been trying juice fasting. It's just different things that I'm still trying. I'm just not gonna give up on myself. You know what I mean? And the only reason that I'm putting this video out there, because I know I'm gonna get killed in the comments, and it's all good because I've made peace with what I need to do, and and understanding that I'm 29 years old and I didn't gain 400 pounds in a year, or in a month, or in a week, or in a day. So I'm not gonna lose 100 to 200 pounds in that same time frame. You know what I mean? I can't be so hard on myself. I'm an addict. I'm a food addict. I have been my whole life. And just like any addict, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever your addiction is, it just doesn't go away because you want it to. You have to fight it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep pushing. Period. No matter what they say, no matter how much they talk about you, whatever, you gotta stay on your side. And when I say that, I mean you have to keep pushing. You have to not let failure or setbacks stop the journey. You know what I mean? And that's just where my head is at now. Until my heart stops beating, I'm going to continue to fight this demon of obesity, period. Through all the criticism, through all the hard times, all of it. and if you are my size or close to my size, or you are uncomfortable with your weight, I advise you to keep fighting too, man. Don't give up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself, it ain't too many people. Not everybody has a D-Raj in their corner, or a strong wife or a mother or whoever. You know what I mean? So if nobody else is going to help you, you got to help yourself. Period. And even no matter how strong your corner is, they not going to lose the weight for you. You got to lose the weight. And that's just where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, all this support I got is cool, but I make up in my mind that I got to get this done for my son, to be here for him long term and not leave him stranded without a father at a young age and trying to figure out life like I've been trying to figure out life without a dominant male figure in my life. And I know how that feels. I can't do that to him. You know what I mean? That would be selfish of me. That would be selfish of me to leave my wife behind and like, oh, I'm gone now. No type of life insurance, none of that is all on you. That would be selfish of me, man. You know what I mean? And that's what I just keep telling myself. And, that's what I'm going to keep telling myself until right now, my goal is to get out of the 300s. When I got out of the 400s, it was a great feeling. I had been in the 400s for about 2015, maybe 2016. So about 4 or 5 years I had been in the 400s. So getting out of the 400s was definitely a milestone in my life that I will not soon forget. But I'm still in the danger zone, being 390, 383, whatever. I'm still in stroke zone, heart attack zone, high blood pressure zone, high cholesterol, kidneys, you know what I mean? And I just got to get out of that danger zone. I could be 299 and feel a little bit more comfortable about, health issues. Because it's not about the weight. If I could be 400 pounds and be completely healthy, I'd do it. It might sound crazy, but that's impossible, so it don't matter. But what I'm saying is it's not about how I look. A lot of people want to lose weight because they want a six-pack. They want to have a muscular tone to them. They want to look a certain way for sex appeal. That's not what it's about for me. It's about being able to live until I'm 70 or 80 or 90. And I just can't do that at this current weight, not with these health problems. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. Again, like I said, I don't want to make a lot of videos talking about myself, but I do owe the people that have been following me when I've been so selfish and only talking about myself. I did want to give them some type of update on what's going on with me. And I will continue to do updates on my health, just not as frequently as I once did. Maybe I'll do it like I'll designate one video a week towards my health update. So that way, for those who are looking for that information or just interested in that part of my journey, they would like to stay updated. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it'll be. That's what I'll do. On the bright side, like I said, man, I didn't gain some people lose all the weight and gain all the weight back and then some. I didn't do that. I caught myself before I went too far down the rabbit hole. And another positive note, my creatine level, it dropped. Actually, it went from 4.8 to 3.4. I found that out when I went to the hospital. Excuse me. So for those who don't know what that means, your creatine level should normally be like, I want to say 1.8 or 1 point something. So the fact that mine is coming down means that my kidneys their function is returning. They're normalizing. I wouldn't say return back to normal, but they are normalizing. So the weight loss is helping. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to continue to keep pushing, man. I'm not perfect. I would have loved to come up here and been 275 pounds and, oh, look at me, da da da. But then at the same time, it is what it is, man. This is a real struggle. This ain't nothing that's staged. This ain't nothing that's being, manipulated for content or anything like that. This is real deal. This is my real life. It's probably the only real life situation that I'll continue to speak on as far as what's going on with me is my health, because it's obvious. You can see, you can look at me and tell me I'm unhealthy. You know what I mean? So I look good, but I'm unhealthy. You know what I mean? So, you got to just be real with yourself, be real with the people, because there's other people out there, man. You'd be surprised how many people who you may think is in good condition but struggling with health. You know what I mean? We all in this together, man. Period. That's all I got. So, but as always, Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. I'll check y'all next video, man. I'm out.